My password for today is sunset. Picture some of the most remote and pristine tropical islands in the world, the Midway Island Atoll. It's an idyllic paradise with palm trees, white sand, and crystal clear water. Yet, if you were to look closer, you would see that even this remote tropical paradise is being ravaged by the onslaught of the global plastic pollution problem, with debris from all around the world being washed ashore daily. Kevin O'Brien oversees marine debris removal for the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. He says that what is unique about Midway is that none of the plastic you see on the beaches here originates from this area. Plastic pollution truly is a problem that knows no borders. To make the matter worse, the plastics that are washed ashore are being ingested by seabirds who mistake them for food. These birds often die horrific deaths from consuming so much of these unwanted plastics. Yes, our world's obsessions with plastics is becoming so problematic that only 9% of plastic waste is ever recycled. And the vast majority of the rest, 79% to be exact, ends up in landfills or polluting our environment, especially waterways and oceans. According to the National Geographic, these forgotten plastics can take up to 400 years or more to degrade. And the rate at which the planet is producing plastics is only increasing, with it currently being predicted that by mid-century, or 2050, the oceans will contain more plastic waste than fish ton for ton. Yes, this problem is massive and global in scale and threatens our Earth's fragile ecosystems as well as the global food chain. We are all impacted in profound ways by this issue, and it can be overwhelming, with the average person feeling that there isn't much that they can do around this issue of plastic pollution to help solve the crisis. However, I'm going to share with you how that changes in our individual habits and values around this issue can and will help to solve this crisis and create meaningful change. Half of all plastic that is produced becomes trash within a year. Isn't it both ironic and disturbing that plastics are designed to have longer lifespans than humans, yet are made to be disposed of, typically after just one single use? We all prize convenience in our daily lives, yet some of these choices made for the sake of convenience are not so convenient for our planet, sea life, or the survival of our species for that matter. As the Plastic Health Coalition points out, the plastics used in diapers, menstrual products, and other consumer goods are exposing us to hormone-disrupting toxic chemicals that can cause a host of serious medical issues, such as cancer. Virtually everyone alive has plastic additives or particles in their bloodstream or feces. I find it most disturbing that the vast majority of plastic additives are never tested for safety before being released to the public or to the environment. To make matters worse, a new study published in Environmental Sciences and Technology has found that once these already toxic plastics are released into the environment, they act as sponges and absorb more toxins still. They are then eaten by wildlife and marine life and both contaminate and threaten our food chain, as 2/3 of the world's fish stock is suffering from plastic ingestion, according to Ocean Crusaders. If you find these statistics both as alarming and as frustrating as I do, please don't despair, because I am about to share many ways that we can do so much more than we might initially think to solve this very complex issue and create change to promote a cleaner and safe environment as endorsed by Ocean Society. The first step is to eliminate the use of single-use plastics such as straws, utensils, cups, and bags. You can do this by carrying a reusable water bottle, cup, straw, and utensils and tote every day. You can also choose to eat at places that use compostable bioplastics if you have forgotten them or don't want to have to carry around reusable items every day. Recycling properly is another important step. As I previously stated, only 9% of plastic is recycled. So by simply recycling properly, you are helping to improve the statistic and reduce the amount of new plastics in circulation. Supporting plastic bag and straw bans is another way that you can help your community to avoid plastic pollution. It is also very gratifying to participate in a beach or river cleanup. Boycott products that use microbeads, as these are some of the worst plastic pollutants in our environment. It is also easy, avoiding them is easy. You can simply look at the labels of body products like toothpaste, body scrubs, and face washes, and if the ingredients contain polyethylene or polypropylene, simply don't buy it. Most importantly, share this knowledge with your friends and family and encourage them to take actions to solve our global plastic pollution issue. And lastly, please think about supporting some of the many organizations that are working to solve this issue, such as the ones I've mentioned. There are some very ambitious organizations, such as Boyle and Slat's Ocean Cleanup, which is attempting the largest ocean cleanup in history to eliminate the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. When enough people start to demand meaningful change to this issue, the results will be amazing. Human ingenuity created this complex issue of plastic pollution, and it will also create the solution. The more educated we become on this issue, and the more that we work to educate others, will inspire an overwhelming will to correct our mistakes and reimagine a future in which we can enjoy the conveniences of the modern world without jeopardizing the health of the planet. Plastic pollution is currently destroying our environment, and we don't have much time to remedy this problem unless you join the fight to take back our planet by saying no to single-use plastics, recycling, and supporting organizations like Ocean Cleanup to reverse and eliminate the plastic pollution of our environment.